Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of my ongoing series, How to Build the Ultimate Comic Collection on a Budget. I know my channel has been a little light on conservation this week, which is fine. Sometimes Jerry the Jitterbug needs a little break from leaf casting, pressing, cleaning, and all of those things. But in fact, right now, the X-Men #1 is in my bookbinding press, and I wanted to sit there for a while because we want to make it nice and flat so we can do the staples next week. So stay tuned next week because we're going to finish up, hopefully, the X-Men #1, and then we're going to start finishing Mike Nightiger's book, and I'm looking forward to finishing that Golden Age classic. So what do we got here? What we have here is a Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. It's January 1945. And let's take it out. Let's take a look. And I always pick these books up because there's two things that I like to collect, or more than two things, but two of the things that I like to collect in my PC are Golden Age and Christmas covers. And let's add something else as well to that. I like to collect Disney. So, Jerry, how is this book, or how does this book fall under the category of how to build the ultimate comic collection on a budget? I'll tell you why. And if you don't see it right here, the book is severely mangled in relation to the spine. It is in really poor shape, okay? And there is some pencil markings on this book as well. So I paid $19 for the book. Now, it is in poor condition, but these are all things that could be fixed, and this book can look a lot better, in my opinion. And in the future, I am going to show you how I'm going to transform this book, and I am going to make it better. So how is this, like I said, within the realm of how to build the ultimate comic collection on a budget? Look for low-grade books. And if you cannot afford high-grade books, you can put your sweat equity into books. And what can help you to do that is watching my uploads. And you can transform a low-grade book and you can make it present a lot better just by putting the time into the book. Now, you don't need a press, you don't need a heat press, you don't need anything like that to make this book look a lot better. You can probably just use some weights and some boards or some big heavy books to flatten it out and to make it really present night and day. And you just use a plain eraser, and I'll just do an example, and let's see if we can focus in to Donald Duck's butt. So right here we have these pencil marks. So just by taking the eraser, and let's see if we can just improve upon this comic by using my white eraser, slowly moving back and forth, and take your time. Don't put too much pressure on it. Let the eraser do its work on its own. And see all the dirt that's coming off? We like to take that off, and the way I do is I can rub it against my board. I did it to the side. And you slowly just take the eraser just like this, taking your time. And one of the luxuries in dealing with Golden Age books of this era is that they are hardy, they are strong, and they can take a kicking, and they will take a beating. So I can slowly take the eraser just like this, and a lot of the pencil is coming off. Then I just have my white eraser right here. You see this? People see me use this all the time. And then all you need to do is take, again, this is a cheese grater, and I'll just put a few little strokes of the white eraser on the cheese grater, like doing a Parmigiana cheese on a pasta, and we just make some nice little snowflakes because it's a Christmas cover. And look, there you go. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but we have some nice white eraser flakes. And then what I'll do is I'll just take my brush just like this, and we'll get it over into the white just like this. And then really you can use a brush, or you just use your fingers, and then you slowly rub the erasers like this onto the white or even on the book. And we're just doing this one section right here. We're not going crazy. And just by putting this small amount of sweat equity into the book, and it doesn't matter if you get the erasers on the color with the Golden Age, because you can gently rub it on the color as well, and you won't get much color lift. If you did this with a Silver Age book, mamma mia, you would really damage the book, and you really would not be happy. But I sometimes use this method on Silver Age books, but you have to be careful. And then we'll hit it with an eraser again, and we'll just go over the whites. We'll go back and forth. We'll take our time. And right there, just a quick little sweat equity, a few minutes, and I just removed a lot of the markings from Donald Duck's butt. And the book looks a lot better in this section. So don't be scared to buy low-grade books. Not everyone can be a high-grade snob. Not everyone has the money to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy expensive high-grade books. Some of us, or at least me, don't mind getting the low-grade books if you can put a little sweat equity into it, and you will make the book look a lot better. So stay tuned. Appreciate you stopping by. Hit the sub button. And again, don't be scared to buy low-grade books, especially if you're going to put the time to it. That is how to build the ultimate comic collection on a budget. Stay tuned.